presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2019 general elections on Wednesday asked President Muhammadu Buhari to stop rationalizing the killing in the country. It will be recalled that Buhari had opined in an article that some 90% of those who are affected by this Boko people set were Muslims. The president said this to prove that Christians in the country were not being pressured as the popular perception was. However, while reacting, Atiku said the president should not rationalize killings, whether the victims are either Christians, Muslims, traditionalists, or even atheists. He furthered that there was no compulsion in religion. Hence, he believes that people should be allowed to practice their religion freely without fear of persecution. He concluded by preaching one love to his followers. So guys, we've been talking about this whole thing, side by side concerning the statement made by the president. I don't know what he's trying to drive at. And like I said, the only thing I can only say is that if the Muslims are if they are the most affected and they are not saying anything, good luck to them. Good luck to them. Whether they love it or they like it, it speaks one thing. It carries one message that since they are the most affected and they are not bothered about it, it should tell you what that means. Meaning, in my opinion, they like it, they love it, they don't see it as anything. And like I said, if it is only one person, because the way the president is making it seem that it is not what the Christians are saying. I say if it is only one person that is affected in the Christian faith and they are shouting, that tells you that they love their people, they value life. They value life of human beings. That is just the way I can just define it. If you think that the Muslims are the most affected and they are not saying anything, or they are not talking anything about it, why is it that the people who are not most affected, they are the ones now crying out? It shows you, it's clear. It's clear. It shows you what it means. And that is what Abubakar is telling him. Atiku is telling him. Because I see no reason why you are going to be using human lives to be playing Ludo, draft. Even if it's a Muslim, is it supposed to happen in the first place? Then what have you done to that? What have you been able to put in place that it will not happen? Then the Christians are still fighting for the Muslims. That it's not supposed to be happening. They love their people. When anything of such happens to them, they will come out and say, no, we don't want it. We don't want it. Even to that extent, even if it happens to an animal, meaning the Christians will still come out and shout, no, it is not supposed to be like that. Not to talk of a human being. If the other people are not saying anything, now their palaver be that. Now their palaver be that. Meaning say they like them, they love it. And let them continue with that. But if it is only one person, which we don't even pray for, the Christians will come out and say it, and you cannot shut them. You can't shut them. That is what it is. You cannot tell them to quiet. So because of that, they should not talk, Abi. If I can get it from another angle. You are telling them because they are not most affected that they shouldn't talk. So let's hear what Nigerians are saying here. Someone says if the person in charge of security of Muslims and Christians now is telling us that they kill one group more than the other, is it not a statement of a confused man? There is one thing we the masses do not know. People that are dying are not people in Aso Rock, but we the masses. So we have to be careful not to be divided, because if the people in authority succeed in dividing us, our own is finished. That is what somebody is saying. And the person's name is Samson Onwatwigu Ape. Someone say you need to understand Islam. They are very good in passing blame and diverting attention to the Quran. The main cause of terrorism in the country. My hunger is that these people will be released because they are being sponsored by Islamic extremists of this present government in order to Islamize Nigeria. Once a terrorist is caught committing murder, should be killed instantly without delay. That is another angle that we've been talking about. We don't even know the rationale behind these people, these Boko people. After they have arrested them, they will tell us that they have repented. And you cannot even keep them and continue to groom them so that they will really repent genuinely. You will see the process of their repentance. You will take them through. No, you will not bring them back to the army. I don't know. the rationale behind that. And that is what people are saying. So if you are doing that and you expect people to clap for you, that you have done well by bringing them back into the system, and you are complaining that the armies are not doing well and they are ambushing the army left, right, and center, what do you think? What do you expect people to think? What do you expect people to say? That is just the way it is. Someone say Buhari is running out of ideas. Let him say whatever he likes. His rule will be remembered for the killings, kidnappings, banditry, insensitivity, and incompetence. Someone say Muslims kill Muslims, waiting concern Christians. But even if one Christian is killed, the Christians have a right to cry. So waiting concern Muslims. That is it. And this person speaking my mind. I've already said it. If it's only one person, the Christians will come out because they value lives. And even that with that statement that the president made, I'm sure he doesn't even understand what he made, because now you are even putting such upon injury. You are even demeaning the Muslim people, that they don't value lives. That's what you are saying, because they are the most affected and they're not saying anything. It speaks volume. Someone says here that Atiku will continue to fail him because of poor understanding of simple illustration. Why Christians are being victims of the time. Majority killed by Boko Haram were Muslims. Atiku desperate ambition has led him to low thinking faculty. You can imagine what this person is saying. So it's because after all, as we speak, he's not fighting for any or vying for any position as we speak now. So what are you talking about? You shouldn't say the right thing. You can imagine. Like I said, the statement from the president, in fact, I don't know how to put it. Still discredits the Muslim people. That statement alone, meaning they don't care. That's why they are not bothered. That is just the way it is. And what Atiku is saying is that whichever way, that even the Muslims that we are talking about, whichever way, are they not human beings? What have you done to be able to make all of these problems to come to an end? What are you doing? No, somebody said maybe he has run out of ideas, and that is what is happening. And this person is not saying that because Atiku is looking for something, he's not making his thinking faculty to be low. You can imagine. So even the Muslims are affected. So what are you supposed to do? You that you are talking about this, what are you supposed to do? You love it. I'm sure this person must be a Muslim, because his name is Morufuddin Abu, of course now. And someone says, you are sick just like the man you are defending. You can imagine, that is it. And someone says, it's unfortunate that you fail to understand Atiku's perspective. Yes, he does not even understand Atiku's perspective. Atiku is not even talking whether, but we are talking of human lives. Human lives are involved here. And someone says, this hypocrisy will never make you president. So be it. But you people should be dying in their numbers, because he doesn't want to be. You call it hypocrisy. So no worries. Buhari must go back to Daura. Someone say half education is this Buhari's problem. How come a country president should rationalize killing of his people? It shows his potential is very low. Who format boo-boo brain? Who? Someone say, I join my brother Abaribe asking my president to resign. Nothing we are not going to hear from this our Oga Buhari. Our God is alive. Yes, that's what we're going to hear. How did he arrive at the statistics? Any database for this statement is making? God of mercy. This statement that Buhari is making, that the 90% of these Boko people victims are Muslims. How did he get the statistics? That's what somebody is asking. Someone said Buhari is a confused man. His brain is not working again. The only thing he specializes is losing Nigeria money. Someone said that is how Buhari will continue to divide this country. At the end of the day, they will turn around, pointing accusing fingers to someone else. And yes, he said division of Nigeria is not going to happen under his regime as long as he's the president. But with all these things that are happening, with all the statements he's making, with all the statements his people are making here and there, is it not enough to divide the country? Is it not enough? If we ask who is doing this division with in all manner of ways, it's the same person. He's the same person. Wow. Someone said, Atiku, you don't lose your election. You better go find another thing to do with yourself. So we don't hear he go find way to do it himself. But what about the issue on ground? That is what people are saying now. The issue on ground now. Wait till they talk about the issue on ground. And someone says, see one of them. Of course, this is one of them. You are talking about pertinent issues that involves life of people's life, and you are telling Atiku to go and look for job. All the thing where they talk for grand, all the thing where they grand now. This one no fit see anything talk for inside. You no fit see any advice. You no fit see any solution. The only thing make it just tell Atiku make it go find job. Atiku they find job. They find job. So you are defending what the president is saying, meaning the Muslims who really, if really from his own statistics, where he got the statistics from, if they are the ones affected, are they supposed to be affected in the first place? Is he not supposed to take care of them? And like I said, he discredited the Muslim people that they don't care because they are the most affected and they are not talking anything about it. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning this whole thing. Some people say Atiku shouldn't have even said anything. They should go and face his business. It is a non-issue. Why is he talking? Because he lost the election. You can imagine their mentality. The one that wins the election now, what is he doing to you people now? What have you gained? Of course, they say birds of the same feathers, they flock together. Anybody who is not having human feelings with what is happening, you know, they are on the same side. You should know where they belong to. So guys, let's hear your take, whether Atiku is right or not. Thank you.